Hi, I'm Pete and welcome to the Foilers channel. This channel is an extension of the Foilers website and podcast. And look, I know I've got a face for podcasts, but I thought I would get out in front of a camera and start putting together some Foilers videos for you guys to enjoy. Why did I put together the Foilers website? Well, I absolutely bloody love foiling. I'm either out foiling, talking to people about foiling, or watching videos about foiling. I can't get enough of foiling. It's such a fantastic sport, such a fantastic community. So I put together the website as a one-stop shop for anyone interested in foiling, either in foiling already or looking to get into foiling. On the website, we've got a whole heap of reviews that people have done of all the products that are out there at the moment. We're putting as much content on there as we can. So if you're interested in getting products or just learning about what's new, you can come to the website and you can see all the information there in one spot rather than jumping all over the place. The website I see is the Foilers community website. So let me know what you want me to put on there, comment, share, etc. In terms of this channel, I'm going to be doing some review videos of products. I'm also going to be putting on videos of the podcast interviews that I've been doing. Look, and I see this, like the website, I see this channel as the Foilers community channel. So please get in contact with me. My details are on the website. Let me know what you'd like me to review and talk about, who you'd like me to talk to even, and we'll build this up and enjoy this channel together. Right, so what I'm going to do today, I'm going to show you the Foilers vehicle. We've got a bit of a special vehicle that we're using for foilers, so I'll give you a bit of a tour of that. And then I'm going to show you what's inside. I've got something special to show you, some of the gear I've been using lately out on the water. I'll give you a bit of a rundown of what I'm using, and we'll go from there. Enjoy. Okay, so which car have we chosen to be the Foilers car? Here we go. So this is a 2013 Porsche Cayenne GTS. These things offer great value for money. At this point in their life cycle, they're about $250,000 brand new in Australia. At this age, 213, they're about $40,000. So a huge drop in value. As long as they don't break down, I think they offer great value for money. A bit of a fun car too. They come with a 4.8 litre V8, so they go pretty well. And they're actually pretty fuel efficient, surprisingly enough. And I know this isn't an auto channel, so I'm not going to go on too much about this car, but it is a bit of a project we're going to be working on as we progress with the Foilers channel. And look, just for a bit of fun, put the Martini Racing stripes on the front of this, and obviously I've put Foilers in there, so she's well and truly the Foilers car. Look, just out of interest, you might want to see what she looks like inside. They're actually pretty nice. Porsche's obviously got a good reputation, so let's have a bit of a look here. Here we are, we've got a bit of red dials, the GTS dials in front here. Interesting enough, they've got a steering wheel here with no buttons on it. Takes a little bit of getting used to having this steering wheel with no buttons. You want to adjust the volume where you got to reach in across to your stereo and turn that volume on. It's no biggie, and actually I quite like the cleanness of the steering wheel. In here I've got, just to protect the leather seats, I've got myself one of these Surf Logic seat covers. I might actually look at doing some Foilers ones in time. They work pretty well, certainly when you're getting in with a bit of a wetsuit or something like that. Like any typical Porsche, lots of buttons here, but they actually all make sense. And she's a pretty good car. I'm enjoying it. Let's have a bit of a listen for anyone who is a car nut. Just bear with me if you're not. Let's have a bit of a listen to what she sounds like. Okay, here we go for those rev heads amongst you. Let's have a little bit of a listen to this. Okay, so what we're going to do now is open up the Foilers car and see what's inside. What do we have here? Hey, I thought I'd show you my pump foiling gear. I've just got into pump foiling, and this works really well. So it's a Gong pump foil board, Clubber 95. There is an 80 you can get as well. And this is the previous model. There's a new model out which has apparently got a better grip on the top. But I really like this. I'm about 95 kilos. I figure I'll go for the slightly larger one, and it works really well for me. And what have we got here in terms of mast? Well, we've got the 75 centimetre 19 mil axis mast. But the important thing that makes this probably a little bit special is it's got an adapter so I can use my F1 foils. This is from a guy called Jimmy in America. He makes these, and it's a game changer. The previous mast I used just didn't work that well for this. I'll show you what it is. So this is the previous mast, and look, they're great masts. I'm sure they're great masts, but really just did not work that well for pump foiling. Just too much flex in this mast. And look, lots of people told me about that. They said these aren't great for pump foiling. They're a brilliant mast, I'm sure otherwise. Look, I've certainly used it wing foiling and enjoyed using it wing foiling, but for pump foiling, just too much flex. I didn't realise just how much flex there was until I went to the Axis 19mm. I mean, that mast is a bit heavier, but that doesn't matter. It's more important to have a really nice, strong mast when you're pump foiling, because you just need a really solid platform to get going. And with that F1 aluminium mast, I used to have to really throw the board and jump on it, get all that timing right in order to get away. With this, I don't need to throw nearly as fast. I get on, it's a solid platform, and I can pump away. It's taken me a long time to get my pump foiling game up, and I'm still learning. I've still got a long way to go, but I'm enjoying it. I suppose, if it was easy, maybe we wouldn't enjoy it as much. It's the challenge, I think, that we're enjoying about this. And I'm recording here in Australia. We're just at the end of our summer season, moving into winter now, so probably going to have a lot less wind, but more beautiful glassy water. So perfect time of the year for a bit of pump foil action, maybe a bit of wake thieving, if I can get my pump foil game up to that. So what am I using as the foil system for this? Well, as I said, F1. Let's have a look at that. So this beauty, and if you haven't seen many pump foils before, they're pretty big. They can be pretty big. So this is the F1 Jam. Let's open it up. Here we go. Look at this thing in all its glory. So the F1 1900 Jam. She's a beautiful big foil, great platform for pump foiling. And obviously these high aspect long foils that you're using for pump foiling, they don't turn brilliantly, but they're an excellent platform to getting going and starting to learn to foil, getting a bit of distance. And I tell you what, if you haven't pump foiled and try to get a bit of distance before, you don't know what it's like to really run out of breath. It's quite a great little bit of fitness actually learning to pump foil. So what have we got here? We've got 1900, as I said. We've got the long fuse. Gone for a long fuse for a bit of stability. I'm still trying to get distance on the pump foil as much as I can. You lose a bit, I suppose, of manoeuvrability with a longer fuse, but you get the stability. So it's always this trade-off with foiling around manoeuvrability, stability, speed, etc., etc. But I find this works really well. And tail-wise, let's have a look at this. So this is a C250 fence. It's quite a large tail compared to what some people might use. But again, I'm looking for a stable platform to get out there and really up my pump foiling game, get a bit of distance, and get going really well. I don't want to rush to a too small a foil and struggle. If you haven't tried pump foiling, as I said, it can be pretty frustrating, throw after throw after throw, but it's great fun when you do get going. It's incredibly satisfying. Get a group of mates together, all go pump foiling together. It is excellent. It's what foiling is all about. So here we are. There's my pump foiling gear. Axis 19mm, 75 mast, adapter to use the F1 foils, which is perfect. I do like the F1 gear, but we might review some other ones and give some other ones a try as we go with the channel, and of course the gong board. So thank you for listening, and see you next time.